Welcome back to the channel, guys. Interesting story. We just took a trip down to the beach. We were going to do all these videos for you guys. We had everything perfectly laid out. I mean, just, perfect. What could possibly go wrong? Well, let's run the intro and I'll tell you. All right, well, the first thing that could go wrong, and don't get me wrong, I did check the weather before we left, but weather's not always right. So we get there the first day. We were getting there kind of late because I had a doctor's appointment that morning in Atlanta before we drove down to Florida. So we didn't plan on doing a whole lot the first night we got there. It was super cold. So we just said, we'll just go in and start tomorrow. So the next day, I think it rained all day. And then the next day was our day. We were going to go out and we were going to make a bunch of videos for you guys. We'll go out there. The wind's blowing like 187 miles an hour. There's like the wind chill coming off the ocean is just, it's different than like a regular wind chill. I know wind chill is wind chill technically, but in my head, wind coming off the ocean is just colder than just regular air that's blowing. It's weird. So we got out there, and if you guys have been watching the channel long, you've heard me say you're not always going to have perfect conditions. You're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to figure out what to do. So that popped into my head of me telling you guys that. So I thought, well, now is my time to put my money where my mouth is. So that's what we did. I grabbed a 25 millimeter lens, equivalent of a 50 on a micro four thirds. So I made this really easy on myself. I shot micro four thirds, put a 25 on there, which is a 50, shot one lens. No flash. I did take, at the end of the shoot, the little IA-32 Godox one, the one with the rolling bounce flash that's built inside it. I did take that one and get a few shots with it. And then I decided, let's do it black and white. Let's just throw everything within reason out the window and just make up our own thing as we go. Because when we got there, when we were out on the beach, you have a gray sky, a gray ocean, and some gray sand with some orange sand mixed into it. So at the beginning of this clip, I'm going to play where you can hear me talking outside, but it's going to be short because you can hardly hear me because the wind is blowing so bad. So I'm only going to play like 15 seconds of that, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the pictures. But I just want you to hear what we were dealing with outside before we take a look at the pictures. So let's roll that, and then we'll come back to the pictures. Welcome back, guys. We are at the beautiful beach, except it's not very beautiful. It's very cold. We're the only ones on the beach. But we're going to make this video, and as you can tell, there's no color in the sky. It's gray. The ocean's gray. The sand is a grayish orange. So I thought, what the heck? Let's grab out the micro four thirds camera, grab the 25, the 50 millimeter equivalent, and shoot it to black and white so we can make it look like. So we're going to take, and that is what I'm talking about, guys. You can see now that DJI Osmo Pocket 3 made it look prettier out there than it really was. That DJI Osmo Pocket 3, that thing is just an amazing piece of equipment if you don't have one. And all these huge cameras, full frame cameras we have, brand new micro G9 Mark IIs, all these cool cameras we have. And I freaking love that dang DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It just works. But anyway, this is not about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. There will be some about it coming up soon, but that's not. So let's take a look at these pictures and see if I could pull out on a micro four thirds, no sun, no cloud, I mean, plenty of clouds. Just, it was like one big gray fog had developed us with some water behind us and some serious wind. You'll see her hair blowing. And now all these are edited and photoshopped. So these are not straight out of the camera. They were shot raw. I had to give myself some kind of way here to make them look good, but that's okay. If I was doing a shoot for somebody, I would give them to them edited. Now, some of these I may have over-edited to kind of show you guys some stuff we can do. I went into not only Portrait Pro and Photoshop, but I also used Luminar Neo. I love Luminar Neo. And so you may see some weird stuff every now and then that I might not have normally done for a customer. I might have for a few, depending on who they were. But so you're going to see some crazy stuff. So let's just get started. So here's the first picture of my wife. You can tell that's a made-up sun in the background. There was no sun to be seen, and if it was, it wouldn't have been in that position anyway. But just for fun, when I got in the Neo and it said, ooh, sun, I'm like, yeah, let's put some sun in there because there definitely wasn't any to be had. You can see the wind blowing her hair. She's got a great expression. Now, she's freezing, and I'm freezing too. Let's go on to the next one. Here she is looking away. I think she's staring away thinking, oh, my God, I can't believe how cold it is out here. The pictures I used, I think it was called Ardent on Neo. It's a preset. I used it on top of some of the other stuff I did on a lot of them. That's really kind of separates my white and my gray on here. And then I would add contrast manually at times too. The third picture looks cool. Her hair's blowing again, looking right back at me. And there's another sun. Boy, I could not have got that horizon more crooked had I tried. But there's a fake sun in the background again. Now, again, guys, this is just me shooting pictures of my wife on a cold, horrid day in Florida. So let's not be too critical. Take it easy on me. And there she is again, looking back at the camera. I was just trying to make something out of nothing, see if I could do it. And there she is with a white vignette around her looking away. Again, wind's blowing that hair. Again, looking back at me, more wind in the hair. Still looks good, though. I mean, if you could have saw what we were dealing with, you would have been impressed with these. Now, here she is with a dark vignette around her. Ocean behind her, you can see. And there she is probably yelling at me to hurry up with a smile at the same time. And then we decided to move over close to the pier. As you can tell, people are everywhere. I mean, I had to wait 45 minutes between shots for all the people to clear out. I'm just kidding. There were basically no people on the beach, as you can tell. Now, that is the Daytona Beach Pier, the main pier in Daytona, and there's a bird behind her, and that's it. There's no people. It's too cold to be out there. But not a bad shot. And another one with the pier behind her. Good look on her face. Now, the wind is blowing like crazy. And there's one where she's kind of leaning over. That's the pier behind her. Again, a little good-looking depth of field on the back of that one with the micro 4/3. It was shot down at 1.7. This one, you can tell she's really cold here with the pier. She's thinking, I really want to hurry up and go home. And here she is. Now, I like this picture with the dark vignette around the side. She's looking back. I think it looks pretty cool. And there's another white one. We used the rule of thirds, put her over on the left looking back. I just thought that one was kind of cool. And here we go. Same thing kind of again. And then we found a little, I'm not sure what it was, some kind of little tower. It wasn't really a tower. It was only like 12 foot high. I don't know what it was. It looked like a big soup can painted up, but we didn't show any of the paint because this is all black and white. She's leaning up against it, and the wind is blowing underneath that pier. You can see the wind blowing her hair forward there, so we kind of had to dodge that the best we could. But I liked her leaning up against whatever that thing is. And another one that looks almost identical. A couple of those look almost identical. And there she is looking again. You can see her hair blowing the wrong direction. And there she is looking away. I think that looks kind of cool. Kind of gave that one a dark look. And there's more of a full-length shot. There's the other full-length shot. She's smiling on that one. She said, oh, we're almost to the end. And then here is, I forget what this one is called. This is a preset in Neo. Forget what it was called. Film Classic, something like that. So I just threw that in there to see what it looked like. So we're just playing. We're just trying to see if we can get something out of nothing. And here, I like this shot. I like her looking off to the side. I think that looks pretty cool. That one piece of wood behind her most like it's wrapped in a body bag. I'm not sure what that is. But there she is cutting her eyes toward me. I like that shot. Same thing again, looking back at me. With no glasses. I like that. I like that one a lot too. I'd probably crop that one in further if I was going to keep it hanging on the wall or something. There's a full length to end our shoot. Now, like I said, guys, you have heard me say, as a professional photographer, you've got to be prepared. Had this been a wedding, I would have really had to pull out a lot of lights and a lot of stuff, a lot of stands. I would have really had to have gone just over the top to get this looking really good. I don't even think I took that much stuff with me, but we didn't have that planned. This was just being her making some YouTube videos and not being prepared for the weather that we had our way. So, but I think compared to what we had, which was on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 0.1 as far as prettiness goes, I think we pulled out pretty good. And I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just saying, you know, I mentioned you guys before, be ready for whatever comes your way. Because when somebody hires a photographer, suddenly you're responsible for the weather. You know, it's your fault if it rains. It's your fault if it's foggy, so you got to fix it. You know, you guys that have been shooting a long time, you know what I mean. So, you know, you just got to be prepared for it, and I wasn't totally prepared for this. I did the best I could with what I had. I had my G9. I thought, well, let's do some black and white, then we'll run it through Neo and see what we can get. I think the pictures are pretty dang good compared to what we had when we started. If you would have walked out there on the beach and saw what we had, and that little clip maybe gave you an idea that we played at the front. So you guys always want to be ready for what you're about to face, because no matter what you have planned in your head, it's usually going to change. So, but like I said, I told you guys before, be prepared, be ready. And there's a situation that I was in that I needed to do what I had been telling you guys that you needed to do. So let me know how you think I did. The pictures, they're not going to win any awards. But again, what we got versus what we had, it's a few steps up. So that's good. I'm proud of that. So anyway, guys, we're helping you out. Give us a big thumbs up. You guys hit that subscribe button and have a great day.